Hey guys, I just want to express my thoughts on the recent Opeth and Katatonia concert that I just went to. I know I'm a few days late with this since it happened this Saturday, but since I'm leaving for Wyoming tomorrow and it's still fresh in my mind, I might as well express my thoughts on it right now. And the reason why I didn't do it immediately after the concert is because I was tired, and I also wanted to save it till after I got to have my meet and greet with the band. So I'll get to that as soon as I talk about the concert itself. So anyway. Okay, so my friend Justin and I decided to see Opeth this Saturday. I was about to buy tickets for the Los Angeles show, but those were sold out, and I guess Justin and I went for the next closest one, which was to Agora Hills, the Canyon Club, which I was a little skeptical about because I've heard some bad things about the Canyon Club. I heard the food was atrocious, and like a bunch of like washed out like acts from the '80s, like Jeff Tate, Bon Jovi, Foreigner, and the like. They go to places like that, and I was a bit skeptical about the place. I mean, I understand they wanted to go for like a smaller venue, but I didn't think it was gonna be all that great. But for some reason, it turned out to be one of the best experiences I've ever had as a concert goer. Let me explain why. Well, two of my favorite bands, Katatonia and Opeth, the fact that they're together, that's one thing, but also just the experience itself was just a whole lot of fun. Just on the way to the venue, on the way back, and basically in between waiting, all that. I'm just going to talk about the overall experience. So, Justin and I, my friend Justin Vogel, he had his birthday like earlier this month, and I actually bought tickets for him and I because I know him and I are big Opeth fans, and I wanted to celebrate with him, and I figured this would be a good birthday present. So yeah, I pick him up, and we are on our way. It takes about like an hour and 20 minutes. The traffic was actually not bad. It was actually pretty low. So turned out to be a great day, and it was a really fun road trip along the way. We were listening to Tool, Opeth, Tenacious D, basically all the stuff that my friend wanted to listen to because I had to delete my iPod because I wanted to make room for video footage and stuff. And we make it there. We're singing along to Lateralis, Parabola, and Tool, and just all these great songs and stuff along the way. We make it to the venue. Of course, we're really early. It's like 3 o'clock or something like that. So we just kind of hang out. I guess we walk along this dirt road, and we're about to go to a Burger King because we don't want to eat at the concert. And to our surprise, Justin wanted to eat at an Islands, of course. The burgers were really good, but I digress. I mean, I'm just talking about the whole experience here, but well, anyway, Islands was really good. Very good stuff. Okay, let's talk about the actual concert itself. We walked back to the concert from Islands, which was just down the road. We wait in this one line, and I remember I heard Catatonia like performing in the building, and I thought, well, they were playing Buildings, and I thought this was like their actual performance, so I kind of like sort of rushed inside to see if they were actually performing, but Justin came along with me, and he saw this the dark room and all that with just the solitary light on stage, and that was Catatonia, and he was like, "Wow, that was just creepy." It sended shivers and stuff. And I told him, "Hey, that was only the sound check. Wait until you actually see them perform for reals and stuff." And so we wait. We look at the antique stores and stuff because the Kenyon Club was like in the strip mall location or whatever. It looked pretty wasted and dated and stuff like that. But we get inside and it actually looks pretty nice. It's like an old 70s Oriental vibe of some sort. We see like a Buddha statue in the corner. It looks pretty much like a 70s disco venue because I know they do like a lot of like 70s and 80s like washed up acts on stage doing like disco and rock music and stuff like that. So it actually set a pretty good tone because Opeth, of course, wants to reach back to that 70s style. Later on, before everything gets sold out, I happened to get an Opeth, an Opeth wristband, and I, of course, got this Katatonia poster, which I'll go fetch right now. So I managed to get this beauty right here. This is a poster that the band members actually signed. Every band member basically signed it, and it costed like $12, I believe, which was really cool. Although they were actually signing these at the Soundcheck Hollywood, the signing session that I went to, but I'll bring that up later. I want to talk about the concert right now. And after we get all our merchandise and stuff, I believe Justin got like an Opeth t-shirt. We head back into the main stage itself, the stage standing area. And of course, Katatonia comes on and starts ripping the whole place a new one. I was really impressed with their concert back in September when they played at El Rey, but I thought this was even better. I thought the set list itself was even better than the last one because it mostly had a lot of my favorites like July, Soil Song, Day and Then the Shade, Burn the Remembrance, just all these really classic songs which I felt were left out of the when I saw them the last time, and they were just the opening act now, and they had lesser songs, but they chose the bigger highlights for me, and I think Katatonia was probably the biggest standout for me. I thought Katatonia did a really great job. I mean, I know I'm a bit biased because Katatonia is my favorite band, but yeah, they really did a great job. Doing performing for the audience, and I mean, of course, the audience wasn't as like cheered up or anything like that. I mean, there were quite a few that were really getting into the music, but there were a lot of faces that were just kind of looking blankly at the screen or whatever, blankly at the stage. But still, they did a really great job. Of course, I was going ballistic, and there were a few others that were enthusiastic, but, you know, the grand majority were waiting for Opeth. But, yeah, again, Katatonia, they did a very, very strong performance, and they had very good, like, control of the volume. I was surprised. I've heard some reviews of Canyon Club having pretty bad volume, but I thought this was really good. Most of the time, I didn't even need my earplugs. I just put them in my pocket half the time. There were a few moments here and there of Katatonia where it got a little loud, but I mean, for the most part, the volume level was actually very much well controlled. And for Opeth, it was even better. I mean, well, Opeth, they're like the headlining act, but for both of them, the volume level was actually very good. There were moments whenever they played a much more sustained, heavy part where it felt like it was getting consistently like louder, where it felt like I would need my earplugs. But for the most part, they were pretty much not all that necessary, all that much. So that's definitely a plus. Whenever I don't feel like I'm going deaf at the end of a show, that's definitely a good sign that the venue and perhaps even the bands have they know what's the right volume level for the audience. Loud, but not like deafening loud. And yeah, let's talk about Opeth. Opeth did a. This is my first time seeing Opeth. I got this shirt before I went to see Opeth, but Yeah, they were spectacular. They in Katatonia, of course, were just phenomenal. They played songs like Ghost of Perdition, White Cluster, Atonement. They played like an acoustic rendition of of the Fall, which sounded great. That was definitely a highlight for me. And the thin line, or not that. I'm talking about the lines in my hand or whatever it's called, which was actually one of my least favorite songs on Heritage and probably one of my least favorite Opeth songs. Period. It actually sounded really good live. I was actually kind of surprised. It definitely sounds better live than it did on the studio. In fact, that's just what I thought. They of course played crowd pleasers like Deliverance, Blackwater Park, which was the encore, and yeah, they both did a great job. I don't know how to explain it in a way that makes me sound like a rabid fanboy, but both Katatonia and Opeth had a great set list. They're both supporting their respective albums. Katatonia with Dead End Kings, Opeth with Heritage still. I think Opeth opened up with The Devil's Orchard, and it definitely set the stage off to a great note. And yeah, I can't really explain any further about why I like the show, but this was perhaps the best concert I've ever been to, period. I've been to some great concerts before, Winter Sun, Steven Wilson, Iron Maiden, but I think this tops them all. I think this was the absolute best. Just volume wise, set list wise, and just overall, uh, just having a great experience. And I know I'm actually not much of a mosher myself. So when like right when Ghost to Perdition uh basically kicked off, like the whole room basically exploded. It turned into like a whirlpool of people, which was kind of scary, but also at the same time very exhilarating and stuff. Just seeing everybody going whoa and all that. I actually moved to the back like during Ghost of Perdition because I wanted to get some video footage, and I of course have all the footage uploaded onto my music channel, Codera the Great. So if you want to check those videos out, or not Codera the Great, Codera's Music. If you want to check out like the footage I have from that show, then go to Codera's Music. Here's the link right here if you want to see that. But yeah, that's just what I think. Um, okay, I honestly can't think of anything else from this show that wasn't like bad or anything like that. This was all very, very strong. It definitely was not a disappointment. In fact, it exceeded my expectations greatly. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say about the concert. There's really not much else to say without going, oh my god, oh my god. But, yeah, the concert itself was phenomenal. Okay, and, the reason why I delayed this review was because I went to see Katatonia, like, in the flesh. I went to Soundcheck Hollywood just a few days after they performed in Agora Hills. I believe they're doing a headlining concert tonight, but I couldn't make it for that. But I was able to make it for a photo shot of me and the band, along with some other people who wanted to see them, and yeah, that made my day, really. I actually have the photos uploaded on my Facebook account. Like it's my cover photo and it's my profile picture. It's me standing with Anders Nystrom, and it's just a lot of just. It made my life. I. My God, my mind is just blown right now because I get to see my favorite band in person and I get to have a photo with them, which was just great. And I should have known that they were gonna have posters. I could have saved a little bit of money when I found out that they were actually signing posters like right there or something. They had like a whole thing of posters to sign just to like give to anyone if they wanted. And that could have saved me a bit of money, but oh well. I got to have them sign Viva Emptiness, or my copies of Viva Emptiness and Dead End Kings, which I'll show in like a future CD collection video, so you get to see that. But okay, I think that's all I really have to say about this concert review overall. This is definitely not my best concert review, but this was the best concert I've ever been to, period. So, yeah, okay, I'm done now. I'm done rambling and stuff. My reviews are typically not as rambly and oh my god, as how I'm coming across as right now, but I'm basically just starting from the hip right now. I'm basically just saying whatever comes out of my mouth, whatever I thought about the show. So yeah, just take it or leave it. Um, anyway, thank you very much for watching this review. This is definitely not one of my best, but I just wanted to express how I felt about it. So thank you very much for dealing with my obsessions and stuff, and I'll talk to you later.